Hello all. The next topic that we need to discuss is zero crossing detector. In the past we have already discussed the basic comparator. In that both inverting and non-inverting configurations I have discussed. Before going through this video, please go and check that video in order to understand the concept better. So we'll start zero crossing detector. An example for comparator is a zero crossing detector. The thing that changes here is there we are applying a V reference with some value, but here we are making that V reference exactly 0. What we need to do is we need to set V reference to 0 volts in order to convert a comparator to zero crossing detector. Here we have applied V reference as 0 volts. Now what it will do, it will compare, the operational amplifier will compare the input voltage V in with this V reference, that is 0 volts that we have given. The operation will be same as comparator, but it will be comparing the input voltage with the 0 volts here. That is the difference between a comparator and a zero crossing detector. Now what happens, whenever this input voltage changes its level from one particular level to the other particular level, the output will be shifting from one saturation level to the other saturation level. This is the operation, but it will depend on the particular terminals where we have applied the V reference and the input voltage V in. In this particular circuit that I am using, I will be using the configuration of inverting type of amplifier. Why? Because I am applying this input voltage to negative terminal, that is inverting type of terminal, and V reference is applied to non-inverting type of terminal. Then the configuration is called as what? The inverting type of operational amplifier or a zero crossing detector. Now whenever the input V in passes this zero line, this is our reference line, that is 0 volts, right, ground level. Whenever the input passes this 0 volts, this ground level, in a negative going direction, it passes the 0 level in a negative going direction, then what happens, whenever input moves in a negative direction, we have applied the input to inverting terminal, means the output will be inverted. So the output will go in a positive direction. Input is negative, the output will be positive because it is a inverting type of amplifier. You need to remember this. Whenever the input passes zero line in a negative direction, the output will be a positive saturation level, right? It is. Then whenever the input crosses again the zero level but in a positive direction, whenever the input is positive, the output will be negative. This is the simple basic concept of operational amplifier, right? What it will be doing now, the operational amplifier will be comparing the input voltage with the reference voltage that we have taken as 0, means it will compare the input with 0 volts. Whenever the input crosses 0 and moves in negative direction, the output will be inverted type, that is positive. Whenever the input crosses 0 level and it moves in a positive direction, the output will be negative. Simple it is. See this waveform now, you will better understand this, right? Whenever this input moves in negative direction crossing the zero line, the output will be in a positive direction, saturation voltage plus V sat. Whenever the input moves in positive direction crossing this zero line again, at this time what happens, the output will be in a negative direction, that is minus V sat, right? It will be shifting from positive to negative and negative to positive whenever the input is changing from reverse directions. That is, here it will be positive, means it will be input is negative, here it is negative, means the input will be positive. And the main condition, it need to cross the zero line, it need to compare it with the 0 volts, right? One more thing you need to understand here is, in the last case also we have added two diodes here, D1 and D2. In this case also I will be adding two diodes. What these are then? These are the protecting diodes. What they will protect? They will protect the operational amplifier from excessive input current. Whenever the input is applied here, if the current is excess, then what they will do? They will protect the operational amplifier from this excess current. By how? By what means it will be doing? The diodes will be having their voltage drops, right? By reducing this much of voltages here, that is 0.7 volts or minus 0.7 volts, what it will do? It will protect the operational amplifier. They will clamp, they will be acting as clamping diodes, right? They are protecting diodes or clamping diodes. They will protect the operational amplifier from the excessive input voltage, right? It is like this the zero crossing detector will be working. I hope you have understood. Thank you.